All right, Cappies. I feel like Cappies are going with Botticelli today.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite decks too. Yeah, that's what
go.
my favorites were. I love that deck.
I don't know why. I was just like, Caps going Botticelli. Look at them. Second house now. Self-worth. Third house. The excitement of new environments that are magical environments. Communication too. Maybe saying things you've never said before, or even understanding yourself in a way you've never felt before. The great powers that you have never revealed within yourself before. And North Node Taurus, Uranus, love. Thank God all those planets are out of Capricorn. You've done it. Like, it's just Pluto left. That's it. And no more crazy shit. You should really be excited if you're a Capricorn. It's been hell. All right. Cappies. Feeling the love for you. What's going on in your love life this week? Well, we did get the Five of Wands here. We did get your challenge card here as the Moon card reversed. Your overall here is the Five of Swords reversed. Oh, sorry, Three of Swords reversed. That's good. And we got a Nine of Pentacles in reverse to get through. Definitely some conflict this week. Maybe it's inner conflict. It's definitely not fearing about being heartbroken or breaking other people's hearts. Who gives a fuck? You're a Capricorn. Let me just remind you that. You're a fucking Capricorn. Don't be afraid to break people's hearts if it's not what you want. You might have to have some confrontation this week about having to confront some situations here. And you can't put that Nine of Pentacles reverse. You can't put your own value down or what you really want down. And that Moon card reversed here is, I think that the conflict is, you know what, I'm not that emotionally into it. But then there's also the opposite that comes to that coin. You got the Moon card there reversed. The gift is just being honest, I feel, and not being afraid to confront that with truth. You did get the Six of Wands here in reverse. Yeah, no victory by no confrontation. It's always the Five of Wands that comes before the Six of Wands. So guess what? Yeah, there's no victory if you're not going to go into the, hey, you know, and I think that you have to kind of step into some emotional places and just kind of work some things out and be honest. And I don't think that that's a problem, but if you're just too afraid to just step into that corner, if you're too afraid to step into the boxing ring of truth, especially about where you're at emotionally. I'll pull you one more here. What do you got here? You got the Hermit. Yeah, I think that, you know what? The smart thing to do is to be wise and to move where your guiding light is instead of not confront anything with your true guiding light. Like, where's your true guiding light going? What's up with this Moon card reverse and this Nine of Pentacles reverse? That's almost like giving away, or I'll be honest, telling somebody you still like them if you don't like them. Shit like that. Two of Wands reverse. Yeah, you don't get the world that you want. Think of it that way. You won't have the world you want by trying to say that you want a world that you don't really want. Three of Swords reverse. That came with a Two of Swords reverse. So, again, you already know what decisions to make. Don't be afraid of them. And you did get a Page of Swords here in reverse. So it's, again, there's a lot about needing to be just very clear and upfront. And I feel like it's only on the energies, not of what's good, but what you don't want. I feel like that's what's coming up. I almost feel like it could be a hindrance. So you could be just talking to somebody or leading somebody on, or somebody's leading you on and you feel it and you need to call them out. One of those things. It's like, but everything else looks kosher, but that also then affects the kosher shit. You know what I mean? So definitely need to be very not afraid to have conflict and be honest about things. Or if somebody's feeling off, you need to confront them. If you're not feeling on about somebody and they're asking, be real. Fuck it. If you break their heart, you break their heart. You got Excalibur, so it's definitely time for you to take action and be clear and just be like, hey, this is where it's at. This is what I want. And it also means don't be afraid to step in conflict, but it's not conflict. It's really just stepping into the game here and be like, hey, I really want you, you know, and not being afraid of, you know, losing your independence or a self-worth issue or an emotional self-worth issue that you'll be rejected. So it's both those areas. It's like the one you really want, the energies you really want to say, oh my God, that's terrifying. The energies that you don't want, but it's like, I don't want to hurt them or I don't want to do the wrong thing. It's like, oh, that'll end up worse long down the run. In the long run, I'd play that song right now from the Eagles, but the Eagles anytime an eagle, I just did a story with the Eagles on my Instagram and it got banned. It's just like, you can't ever do the Eagles on anything. They have the craziest copyright. Scorpio, transformation, in getting the raw, authentic truth. Yes, I know we can easily go to sex with this card, but it's definitely more of like, you know what? This is just being honest and transforming and being real and just like letting it all out. Like, while I want you, I really don't want you. Like, you know, it's just very simple. Especially with communication, especially looking at your astrology, it's really what it's at. It's like, what do you want to own and what do you don't want to own? And how do you communicate that? That's pretty simple with third, second house shit. So I know it feels very weird sometimes, but you're actually, and I remember my third, second house transits, I look at my life, I'm like, yeah, it was so easy. It was so simple then. It was just like, yeah, I should have just said no. And I should have said yes to what I really wanted. And it did come, but I always learned the hard way. It was like, you know, it was like, all I had to do was just say I wanted you and you did want me the whole time. Fuck. All I had to do was tell you I didn't want you. And then I kept being nice to you and you kept being a fucking hindrance in my background, like fucking always hitting me up on MySpace and shit the whole time, hitting me up on fucking Facebook when it first came out. I was like, just go away. I should have just said, go away. That's third house, second house transits. They're simple. But I feel like this card reading is saying like there's a lot of good things, but you can't be afraid to say, hey, like, you don't want to bring baggage to something good. And you don't want to take baggage on that you don't want to take on. You know what I mean? Especially hindrance. Look at, you did get the courage card. So having the courage to be honest with that Scorpio energy of what you really want and what you don't want. Pretty simple. I like it. It's fucking cool. I'll give you another one with that courage. Air, yeah, communication, intelligence, fucking thinking, like, come on. It's very, super confirmations, triple confirmations here. Lots of confirmations. And it also means like this is you're ready for exciting change in the air. I feel like there's a lot of exciting change and to not be afraid to go into that exciting change instead of staying in kind of like safe waters. I feel like you're a risk taker, Capricorn. So take some risks. Have some fun. What's your shadow here? Rebellion. Yeah, you don't need to create some crazy thing in order to feel the truth in your life. I feel like, or maybe you're suppressing your inner rebellion of like, yeah, I'm not into you. Fuck you. I don't really like you. Or you know what? Fuck. This might be a little crazy, but I really like you. I want to see what's there. I feel like I have feelings for you. Or fuck it. There's a rebellion, the rebellion side of you, the edgy side that's trying to come out, and you got to let it out. And you can't be afraid of it. You can't be afraid of it. Like, you got to let it out. You can't be all contained and controlled. You got to know your value. And Aquarius second house is the only way that Capricorns get things is doing crazy radical shit. That's the only way Capricorns do crazy shit. Like Tiger Woods had the idea of fucking making crazy ass fucking, PGA Tour fucking best of all time. You know why? That motherfucker took shots that nobody else would take. Legit. I watch a lot of golf. I played golf my whole life. Fucking, that's why he's the best. Or Mel Gibson. He took the risk even to fucking put out Passion of the Christ. Even though he got canceled by Hollywood, that motherfucker, people respect Mel Gibson like a motherfucker. You know what I mean? Your shadow of shadow is alone in the world. Because you know what? You're alone when you're with somebody you don't want to be with, and you're alone when you don't go after the one you want to go with. There's nothing worse than feeling alone and you have the nag that you never wanted to be with, talking to you and calling you, and you're trying to be nice, and God, I need to write a book on my old days of like dating. Trust me, the nags are the worst. And you create the nag. There is no such thing as a nag. You create the nag by continuing, oh yeah, no, I'm good, even though you're not really into it. Oh my God. I know that hit a lot of people right now, even if they're not Capricorns. They're like, fuck, that's so true. It's so true. You create nags by being nice. Oh yeah. Look at this, Revelations. I feel like the universe is coming down to be like, are you, I don't know, I was going to get all biblical on it. Like, it's just like, this is the moment that you choose. Do you want to have a nag, or do you want to have what you really want in your life? Will you be left behind with a nag, or will you come to heaven with who you really want? Good, that's just coming down. Woo, okay. You want a nag? No? Okay, well. All right. Something's going to turn into a nag if you don't smash that fucking bug quick. That's what I'm feeling. Or somebody took you wrong, like, hey, I was just being nice to you, like on LinkedIn. Like, it's like, now you're fucking hitting up my girlfriend? Like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Like, oh man, you gotta smash it. Smash the good shit and smash the bad shit out. Just you look singles out there, 10 of Wands. Yeah, you don't want to be holding on to carrying weight of people that you don't want to be holding the weight of, or too many situations, or too many things, or feeling like you're too busy to date, or it's too much to date. Now you can date. 3 of Pentacles here. Oh, that's definitely a card of, well, there's a lot of different people, or who really can build things, or who understands the same things that you want to create in your life. Because it's going to be weight if they're really like, if you're trying to make like the old line, a housewife, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, it's too hard. I'll pull you one more. Yeah, King of Pentacles. You know what you want, so don't put a lot of extra weight by doing things that you don't want, and don't keep options that aren't options. If you're in a relationship, King of Wands reverse. That's not good. There's like some love loss, some loyalty questions. The Wheel of Fortune, though, something's been brought out about why the relationship has gone to a weird place with love. 7 of Cups. You're looking at other options, and so are they. Sex life, the Hierophant reversed. Well, watch out. Might be having sex in the back of a church. Or, beliefs about how like relationship or sex could be your hindrance or your best friend. I mean, you could be like learning to let go of the old traditional ways, or trying, maybe you've never tried something in sex before that was against your beliefs, and that's happening. Like, like having sex with somebody who has CV. Or thought I was going to go somewhere else. But I thought I'd throw you a curveball. Oh. Or maybe having sex with a Russian, and then you get in trouble because everybody now thinks you're a fucking Putin bot. I'm being called a Putin bot for questioning the war on Twitter by a fucking Canadian wearing a mask. On his profile. Like, you think I'm a Putin bot? Fucking in America, if anybody's a Putin bot, it's you wearing the fucking mask. Cappies, what is going on with this oracle here for you? I'm liking this read. I think that this is great. I just think, I got a feeling there's a nag coming. You got to squash it quick. And then you got to let the one that you really like, or the people that you like, let them know. Don't be afraid. Come on, Caps. Squash the nags. Or the friends that you want to keep friends, but they want more. Those are the worst. Oh, my God. You got big success. Divine Feminine here. Yeah, I feel like, I don't know. I almost feel like we're picking 2 rows here. There's a spiritual awakening here. Karmic lesson. Ooh. What's that karmic lesson about? It's about the nag, I got a feeling. New friendship. Maybe some person's supposed to just be a friend. What villain are you being? There's a lot of villains that we could be, Capricorn. What villain are you being? Oh, you only got a little bit. Oh, that's all you got. Like, it's just enough. Maybe you're not that much of a villain, but you could turn into a big villain by the nag energy of somebody being a nag.
That'd be the first time the Cap wasn't a villain.
Might be. But I'm trying to say that you're going to become the biggest villain, Cap, if you don't squash the person that could end up being a nag. 2 of Swords reversed. I think a lot of this would be that you're the villain when you think that you already know what to do and you don't do it. It's almost like you're hanging on the fence of something you know you need to do. It's like knowing you need to get your homework done, but you're not doing it. Or knowing you need to cut the nag out and you don't cut the nag out. Then that's when the villain comes. Or knowing you're supposed to go after somebody you want, but you don't. Then it feels like, oh no. Because then you're going to have to fucking try and talk to them while they got a fucking new lover. Saturn and Pisces in the 11th house. So knowing who is a friend and who's not, and knowing it's sensitive with people, but you're a Capricorn. Saturn's there. It's like, yeah, sorry, this is not this is not what my soul wants. This is not what the dream really is. Knowing your world and knowing how to deal with people and being transparent and not, I don't want to say shady, but also not being afraid of entering the world. A lot of Capricorns are afraid to go back into the world of people. So there you are, Cap.
All right, Caps. Well, that was a pretty good reading. So I think it is pretty true. There's a lot, of course, going on in that third house, Pisces for you, and Sun, Neptune. This is an important time to speak up for what you want. If you don't want something, say it. If you want something, say it. Don't just, gosh, I really, really, really would like this in my life, but I don't know my worth and my value. Saturn, of course, has been your second for quite some time now, but Mars and Venus are coming into your second. You're done with all the first house stuff. It's like, you know, the I am that you are. You've gone through the greatest transformation maybe of any sign. So now you got to own that I am, have the value, and speak up for it. Put the message out there. Have some excitement. Mars in the second can be a little slow, but it's maybe slow going for the things that you really want. Like, you know, don't rush the things that you really want. Put the time into those, but maybe get some oomph and some rush into the things that you don't want. So I think it's a little back and forth, but ultimately this is a big like self-love moment where if you love yourself enough, you're going to connect to other people that love you, that respect you, that see that you're on something big right now. North Node in the 5th house. I mean, you might be finding a special love interest. There's definitely options out there. Don't settle for less right now. If you're settling for less, you're going to miss out on something great. And it's likely just comes down to not speaking it. But I think Mercury coming into your third house is going to be a huge benefit to you. It's definitely going to have your mind firing and helping you see a little clearer so that you can speak clearer and, you know, squash out the stuff that is just a nag and go for the top shelf in life. You're at a top shelf moment in your life, so don't settle for what's a bottom shelf liquor. I haven't been to the bar in a while.
I mean, well, this is my 7th year of not drinking. So.
I guess you're the wrong person to ask too.
No, there used to be a fake whiskey that me and T Bills used to buy. It was called like Evan Walker or something. Tried to act like, you know, like Jack Daniels or whatever. It was like something like that. It was like really bad.
Yeah,
really bad. It was like $8 for like
no
the
Evan
big,
Walker.
Wasn't it Evan
Get
Walker?
the good stuff. Yeah, I think so. There's been a lot of bad ones. What's that other, like, what's that vodka that's really cheap? Like,
Smirnoff?
No, even cheaper. Comes in just stay away from plastic vodka. I know vodka's taboo right now, but stay away from plastic bottled vodka and go for like high-end shit.
Did you see that meme? It was like all these people since they started drinking these seltzers, which is crazy because I haven't drank for 7 years this year. So that was a whole new thing after me being sober with alcohol. Everybody drinks like, you know, what are they called? White Claws and all the seltzer that the world has gone crazy and bad since the seltzer shit. So all these people out there drinking that shit, it's almost like that. Like, I look at that, I'm like, what are these people doing?
Yeah, I don't know.
I was going to say, and as an astrologer, Capricorn, go for the one you don't believe you can have.
True.
Because when Saturn was in Virgo and I fucking went for the one that I didn't believe I could have, I grew into my self-confidence more because I couldn't. And I remember having weeks, months, and I would tell her, I'd be like, I can't believe that you want to be with me. And it gained my confidence. It was like the one I didn't believe I could have because I didn't think I was good enough was the one that wanted me the most. And the ones that I was chasing where I'm like, oh, they probably would want me. They didn't want me.
That's great advice.
So that's a magical fucking Love Masterclass and Hypergate, both combined, 18 fucking courses, all 70 plus hours, only for $150. Link down below.